Now, in my opinion, weekly paying ETFs are absolutely awesome. I'm talking about dividend ETFs that pay out distributions on a weekly frequency. Now, this is not only because who doesn't want to get paid income more frequently, but also maybe more importantly, getting more income inside your portfolio as far as cash balance a lot sooner allows you to reinvest that money into more shares or more stocks and ETFs and allow your portfolio to compound even that much quicker. Now, across the market these days, there's tons of different weekly payers, but for the most part, I'm not a big fan of a lot of them. But in this video, I'm going to share with you guys 3 of my favorite weekly payers as of right now that do all offer a ultra high yield to start. These weekly payers are all inside of my portfolio as of right now in small doses. And if and when we see some massive red days in the market soon, I'll probably load up on some more of them. So if you want to see my favorite 3 weekly payers as of right now, make sure to stick around, drop a like down below, and let's get right into it. My A to Z dividend investing ebook has already helped countless dividend investors get started with their journey. And my custom dividend tracker, the one I use all the time on my videos, has also helped so many investors stay organized and has actually helped them see their dividend income grow. Well, today I have something even better for you guys. When you click the first link down below in my description and you grab my A to Z dividend investing ebook, today you're not only going to get the ebook, but you're also going to be getting the custom dividend tracker, which you can use to track your own dividend income ongoingly, get direct access to my personal email where you guys can email me any questions regarding dividend investing. You're also going to receive a link to view all of my holdings inside my 7-figure dividend portfolio and see all the positions I add and take away ongoingly. And you're going to get for absolutely free my brand new high yield dividend investing ebook, where I show you the power of maximizing some of these high yielding ETFs and teach you everything there is to know about that also. This is going to be your one shot to grab everything inside of one single bundle, but you got to move quick because I'm not going to offer this for long. Now, with all that, let's get back into the video. So number 1, my favorite weekly payer out of anything as of right now, and of course guys, this can change in the future, just as of filming this video, Maggie the Mag 7 covered call ETF from Roundhill is my favorite weekly payer as of right now across all the other names. Now it says right here, target weekly income from the top 7 tech stocks with Roundhill's Mag 7 covered call ETF, Maggie. Covered call strategy with focused exposure to the Mag 7 stocks, tech leaders shaping the future. Now I've talked about this ETF a lot as of recently, and that's just because this ETF does sort of solve for what I'm missing in my portfolio, and that's simply Mag 7 exposure. I know a lot of you guys probably already have Mag 7 exposure in your portfolio, and for whatever reason, up until this point, I've sort of missed out on having some significant Mag 7 exposure, but what a better way to do so than buy some Maggie, which offers weekly distributions and as of right now a almost 34-35% distribution rate. Now the overview of Maggie, it says the Roundhill Mag 7 covered call ETF Maggie implements a covered call strategy on the Mag 7 stocks. The fund offers exposure to the Mag 7 subject to a cap while providing the potential for current income. Maggie is an actively managed ETF. Now then it says why Maggie weekly distributions. Maggie seeks to generate weekly income through a covered call strategy on the Roundhill Mag 7 ETF. Precise exposure. Maggie offers precise exposure to the Mag 7 subject to a weekly cap. And lastly, this ETF is actively managed. Now, one thing's for certain, having exposure to the Mag 7 inside of a dividend portfolio is going to probably offer a little bit higher beta than a lot of our normal names that we hold on to. But because this ETF uses a covered call strategy, there is going to be at least a small amount of protection as far as downside goes. And either way, even if the Mag 7 trades sideways, trades up a little bit, down a little bit, depending on what time frame you're looking at, this ETF should be able to distribute a ton in income. And that's simply because the Mag 7 are pretty high beta. The names have pretty high implied volatility, which is how an ETF like this one is offering a 34% distribution rate, in case you guys are confused. Now, as far as the weekly distributions go, I started buying this one maybe a few months back, and as of so far, this ETF has been paying me around 38 cents. And that's per share per week. Now I can't speak for everyone, but I've been dividend investing for around a decade now, and it's still very new to me to get paid this much per share per week, which is absolutely awesome. My next favorite weekly pair, which also involves a higher degree of risk than I'm normally used to getting exposure to, is going to be ULTY, the YieldMax Ultra Option Income Strategy ETF. This ETF is brought to us by YieldMax. I'm sure you guys have heard of it at this point, maybe even already own it. It says ULTY is actively managed to seek weekly income from a portfolio of covered call strategies, each on an underlying security. ULTY also provides direct or indirect exposure to the share price returns of the underlying securities, subject to a limit on potential investment gains for each one. Now, this ETF at any given time is going to hold on to a handful or two of different names that have a high implied volatility, and then by utilizing an option strategy, this ETF seeks at least to offer a ton in income potential. Now, at least as of so far, speaking for myself, I've been buying this one pretty consistently for the last few months. It's been paying me somewhere around 9 or 10 cents per share per week. Now, at that rate and with this distribution rate, it's only going to take somewhere around 60 or so weeks for my entire investment to be paid back. Now you guys might be wondering, well, is this ETF always going to pay the same distribution every single week? Nothing is for certain and anything can happen, of course. But at least so far, in small doses, this ETF has been a ton of fun to invest into. And I have to admit, at least since I've been buying into it, my plan has been going pretty good. Now my last favorite weekly payer, which is very, very new, is BLOX, or the Nicholas Crypto Income ETF. Now it says BLOX is an actively managed exchange traded fund that provides exposure to blockchain technology to enhance income and provide portfolio diversification. The fund blends digital assets, related investments, and traditional income generating securities to capture growth potential in emerging tech while maintaining a focus on risk-adjusted returns. The fund objective is to offer exposure to Bitcoin and Ether and plus crypto industry companies. Plus weekly income equals this ETF. Now to give you an idea of some of the top 10 holdings, says the Nicholas Crypto Income ETF BLOX gives investors exposure to both Bitcoin, Ether through US listed ETFs and or ETPs and combines the growth potential of the blockchain with the current income stream of an option overlay. So by offering exposure to some of these high beta names like Robinhood, Coinbase, Nvidia, and lots of others. Names that are sort of shaping the future as far as technology goes, but then with it an option strategy overlay, this ETF is seeking to offer a ton of weekly income, which to be honest, at least as of so far, it's done so without a hitch. Now in my personal portfolio, I don't have that much exposure to a lot of these different names. And although I never would want to have sole exposure to a lot of these different names, I do want to have some exposure. Not only because I do think at least some of the names within the top 10 list right here probably will do very, very well in the future. But either way, because of the high implied volatility, there's going to be tons and tons of income generation to be had. All to say, as far as weekly paying ETFs go, BLOX is definitely worth looking into if, of course, you want some crypto income exposure. So there we have it, guys. Those are several different weekly paying ETFs that I think are at least worth looking into, and some of the favorites of mine as of right now across the markets. Now, having a long-term portfolio full of different dividend paying ETFs and stocks that pay quarterly or even monthly and perhaps even weekly now is going to give you even more chances to get paid on a monthly basis, which is awesome. And whether you're using that income to reinvest to buy more dividend paying stocks and ETFs like I'm doing as of right now, or maybe later on using that income to pay for things like bills and expenses, either way, building a long-term dividend portfolio that pays you on different frequencies is definitely something worth thinking about. Now lastly, before I go to a question for you guys down below, as far as weekly paying ETFs across everything as of right now, what's your number one favorite one that I should look into next? Drop the ticker symbol in my comments down below. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to please drop a like in it, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks as always for stopping by, and if you are interested in investing, make sure to check out these recent videos I posted right here.